Experience Pros radio show, home of the original Fan Braggin' Fridays. Take just 20 seconds to become a business revolutionary by sharing a Fan Braggin' story of great customer service by using the hashtag FanBrag or calling the Fan Braggin' hotline at 855-FAN-BRAG. FANBRAG. Now back to Angel and Eric, the Experience Pros.
Welcome back to the Experience Pros Radio Show. Thank you so much for taking time out of your day to join us for ours. This segment's going to be very, very interesting, especially if you're in Tampa, Florida, Washington, D.C., somewhere in the middle of Tennessee, or in Fresno, California. We know that you all want to move to Denver.
Well, and they're moving here in
record numbers.
Yeah, absolutely, which is pretty exciting to know that Denver is so popular. So you probably want to know a little bit about our real estate market. So we brought in our guest expert today, Robert Bielenberg. You can find him online at robertandjanny.com. Robert and Janny work together. They've actually have 1 billion years of combined in the real estate market. I'm sure that we don't want to say exactly how many, but he moved to Denver at 18 to attend the University of Denver. After spending 11 years as a stage director, he went into the real estate business. He and his wife opened up their Metro Brokers company in 1989, and he's also served as president of Metro Brokers on 2 occasions. Robert Bielenberg, welcome to the Experience Pros Radio Show.
Good morning. Thank you for having me.
Robert, we're super happy to have you. 1989 is not quite 1 billion years, but you've got some longevity in the market, and you're well known and well loved by your clients. We know that because they all vote for you on the Fan Braggin' contest, which you won in last year's contest. Let me ask you this. When you started out, and you've probably seen the economy go up and down a number of times, how do you survive those challenges? I mean, are those challenges for you, or do you just kind of roll with it?
Well, we learned to roll with it. It is a challenge. You just learn to budget. You know, in the good years, you put money away, and in the lean years, you have to tap your resources. But we're confident that you can't beat real estate as an investment. People will always be buying homes. You know, some years they're going to say, well, this is maybe not a good time for us, but it always comes back.
So a follow-up question, what kind of marketing has worked well for you?
Well, after 34 years, we've tried about everything.
I'm sure.
A couple of times, but what's always worked for us is direct mail. Now, that may seem counterintuitive in this day and age, but think about how many emails you get every day,
right,
and how many pieces of mail. We do stand out.
So what makes your direct market? How do you make it stand out? Because I think a lot of times we're worried that it's just going straight into the garbage can.
What we try to do is put information on there that people are going to want to hang on to. And it's amazing how many times we go to a first appointment with a new client and they pull out a file folder, and there's 5-10 years of our marketing pieces.
Really?
Wow.
So they've held on to them.
That's a long sales cycle, brother.
It is a long sales cycle.
Wow. All right. Okay. So, do you use somebody as an example to model your marketing?
After floundering around for a number of years, we hired an advertising company out of California that specializes in real estate market. I had heard him speak at the National Real Estate Convention, and everything he said made so much sense. He says, you know, there's a lot of you out there.
Right.
And all of you are saying you're number one. All of you are saying you're blah, blah, blah. You know what I mean?
Right.
And he said, what you have to do is become a real human being to people.
Yes.
And so we have a distinctive look. We try to provide useful information for people. We just try to separate ourselves, and I think we've succeeded.
You've done very well. And as a husband and wife team, Robert, I'm going to ask you actually two different questions around that. One, why is that so beneficial? What is it that you bring to the table because you are a husband and wife team working together?
Well, for our clients, it just means that we're going to be more available, because if I'm out showing homes and someone calls in, Janny's available, and vice versa, because when we are with a client, we're not taking phone calls. You know, whoever we are with is our number one priority.
We could teach that to a couple of new up-and-coming millennial real estate agents, I think.
We're talking with Robert Bielenberg, an expert here in the real estate market in Denver, Colorado, with his wife, Janie. Find them online at robertandjanie.com. Is that correct?
That's correct.
That's correct, robertandjanie.com. All right, so then a follow-up question. You're a husband and wife team. What is the secret, Robert, to longevity, both in business and staying married, when you always bring your work home with you?
Well, you know, in a way, we do better now that we're both in the same business. When she was working still in the nursing as with more of a regular hours, and I was working hours all over the map, we hardly ever saw each other.
Oh, okay.
You know, that makes sense.
And so one day she came home and said, "You look like you're having more fun than I am. We'll get to see each other more, and I'll get a better wardrobe."
You know,
Oh, yeah, she's a smart girl. Better wardrobe, have more fun.
And it's nice. It works. We enjoy working together, and I think that it's probably one of the best things we ever did.
well, I love it. You're on the same tracks, going the same direction, and enjoying it. And not only do I love it, but 90 reviews on what we call fan brags on the Extreme Customer Service Directory, which is better than money in many, many ways. And they're all 4 or 5 star rated reviews. Let's hear from Ann. She says, "Robert and Jenny Bielenberg were great during the process of putting my house on the market and selling my home. There were a number of issues that arose after my inspection, but Robert, who I worked with mostly, remained a calm presence and helped guide me through. I also appreciated having Jenny available if I couldn't reach Robert to advise me. I definitely recommend both Robert and Jenny Bielenberg." And that is by Ann, a 5-star definite recommend. And that's just one of 90.
One of 90.
On just one site.
What is the secret to keeping your customers happy, Robert?
Well, I think it's making their needs the priority. And it's one of the things we really enjoy about this business is the personal relationships.
Yeah.
And if staying in touch, this is a central moment in most people's lives. Their home is very important to them. And so our job is to make this experience less stressful.
Nice.
Well, and you know, Ann mentioned your calming presence, and there it is right there. I mean, it just make it less stressful. We know it. We got this. We can take care of you. The website, folks, you need to go check out is robertandjanie.com. That's robertandjanie, JANI.com. And see for yourself what's going on with these folks. And then when you do, click on the Experience Pros link and get over to their listing. Leave a fan brag for them as well, or reach out to them and say, "I need you for my real estate needs as well."
All right, so Robert, what do you want people to know about the market right now if they're, buying or selling?
Well, of course, it's a seller's dream right now, but as a buyer, be patient, don't give up. You will find a home. It's they are out there.
Nice, very nice. And how long is it taking, do you think, right now, to find a home that is it a long process? Should I wait a year? Does it take a year?
It doesn't take a year, but you have to just treat it like make it a mission instead of something that's an afterthought. We have had some clients who've had to write as many as 6 offers before they ended up buying a home. But we had some people who saw one house Monday, loved it, wrote the offer, and believe it or not, got their offer accepted.
Wow. Right, so it's all across the board. You never know what kind of day you're going to have.
No, you really don't.
Going to throw this out for our listeners again. Another one of your very, very satisfied customers. Carol says, "Home Sweet Home Finders. After buying 2 Colorado homes with Bob and Jenny's help," and now they've gone a little less formal with your name. She says, "We still turn to them for real estate guidance, though we now live in Washington State. They're a class act. Their information is timely and accurate. Their follow-up is spot on. They're with you through the entire process to help you find your home sweet home. A wonderful team who offer professionalism all the way." 5-star rating by Carol. Your people love you, man. Well done.
Thank you.
Oh, super proud.
All right, so Robert, what's the best way you want people to follow up with you and stay connected?
Well, you can, well, that's a good question.
Do you want to go to robertandjanny.com? Do you want to give a phone number?
Oh, yes. Our phone number is 303-770-1977.
Do that again, please.
You bet. 303-770-1977.
Robert Bielenberg, such a pleasure and a privilege to have you in the studio and to be a member of the Experienced Pros Extreme Customer Service Directory. We refer you without any question whatsoever.
Thanks so much for being here, and congratulations to you and Jenny.
Thank you.
Absolutely. Folks, don't go anywhere. We're going to wrap this thing up, put a bow on it here in our next segment. You're listening to the most positive business talk show in America. This is the Experienced Pros Radio Network.